everybody! Nostalgic Entertainment turns 2 years old today. Yes, a lot has happened within an entire... This has been a weird year for 2022. I'll have to admit that a lot of things has happened. A lot of crazy shenanigans. And some trouble regarding my computer charger and my health, if you know what happened in November. But besides that, it was a good year. It was a good year. A lot of good things happened. Some bad things, but they're mostly good because, well, you know. 2022 was the initiation. This was the entire time I introduced the Big Pick. And overall led to the introduction of Bud Light Beer and Woody. I still can't believe people enjoyed Bud Light Beer so much. Well, I'm glad for it, and he's going to appear for a very long time. Maybe even forever, in fact. How did Nostalgic Entertainment come to what it is today? One show. Nostalgic Stories. Nostalgic Stories started 2 years ago today. It's honestly incredible how far we've came. This one episode started an entire chain of Nostalgic Story episodes and brand new Nostalgic Entertainment licenses. Nostalgic Unboxings, Flash Games, which evolved into Nostalgic Gaming, Nostalgic Versus, Nostalgic Reactions, vice versa. And I want to expand on those, especially Nostalgic Reviews. I have big plans for that series, but I just need to find a groove around in order to get to that. But sooner or later, I'll finally tackle some Nostalgic Reviews. So, what am I going to do to celebrate 2 years today? Unfortunately, family has slowed down production a little bit, so there's no chance I'll be able to get that Nostalgic Stories episode done by today. So, hey, family comes first, you know. But like I said in the update video, if not today, then the upcoming days at least. As well as the Super Mario Kart Let's Play for Nostalgic Gaming. That's coming soon as well. But why am I here exactly? Well, you better get ready. The Big Pick is back with brand new duos on the horizon. Since this is the anniversary of Nostalgic Entertainment, it's time to dish out new duos. Big Pick season is coming because, well, actually today is the first day of spring. And I did say before that I kind of started initiating with some new Big Pick stuff during the springtime. Is that the right word to say it? Initiate? Whatever. Well, since it's the first day of spring, this is a convenient time to do so. Oh yes, folks. New duos incoming. But a quick note. The Big Pick is online once again. That means our previous Big Pick candidates that didn't win this year's Big Pick winner show, that being Buck Tut Russ from Larry 3000, Garfield and Boris, and Beavis and Butthead, they now have the temporary unlock feature. They get a free pass in for until the voting starts, either late summer or fall. So they'll make appearances, unscripted if you can't tell. And they will appear in the anniversary in the coming days, so get excited. Now it's time to initiate the duos. 3 new duos this time. 3 new duos. Oh boy. As you can see, there's no more of that question mark thingy I did, the question mark man picture I did last year. It's gonna get a little blurry, like you need glasses or some sorts. Considering what happened, I'm going to enhance the blur further to make it tougher. Yes, someone did win that little contest I had with those 2 other hidden characters I did a couple of weeks back. I ain't going to address who the other one is yet, and those pictures will still be blurred, yeah, for those characters. They will still have their blurred thumbnails until the end of the Big Pick. I don't know why, I just think it matches well with this Big Pick, with these 3 duos. As you can see here, is it hard to see? If the answer is yes, and you're having a hard time figuring out who they are, maybe these hints will help. Now, unfortunately, there is no contest relating to these hints, unfortunately. But with these hints, you can probably get a general idea and a huge guess, if you know what the hints are in full context, to successfully guess them. I'll be arranging them from Duo 1, which is right here on the top left, Duo 2 right here in the top right, and on the bottom, Duo 3 to initiate each one of the hints so you don't get confused. Alright, are you ready for these hints? They might help out in the future. Here's your hint for the duo. First duo, the one on the top left. For the first duo, one is labeled as a leader and the other is labeled as a sidekick. In quotation marks, a sidekick. Yeah. So, isn't that something to think about? Do you know exactly what I'm talking about? If you do, well, you might already know who they are. But if not, it might be a little tricky. Now for Duo 2, which is the one on the right side, top. Duo 2, I'll admit, it was a little hard to figure out a clue for them. The clues I fought up with would give them out right away. So, how about I do this? I'm going to be saying a quote that's related to this duo. However, an important word is left out. Goodbye, important word. If you can figure out which word belongs in the blank, then odds are you figure out who the duo is. For this duo, Duo 2, you have to figure out which word fits correctly with this phrase that is related to this duo. The phrase I'm referring to, blanks their game. I repeat, blanks their game. Do you know a word that fits with this phrase? Remember, blanks their game. If you figured out what it was, congratulations, you probably know who the duo is. And now, the third duo on the bottom. This one. I might throw a little bit of a curveball. I am going to be a little surprised if anyone manages to get it. But what you going to know about the duo for number 3? Number 3 duo. What's a good clue for this? Well, you gotta have to think a little outside the box. But what you gotta know about the final duo for this time is that they both like black and pink quite a lot. Repeat. The final duo like black and pink quite a lot. If you understand the context, oh boy, it should be pretty easy to narrow down. Or is it? They will eventually be narrowed down one by one and shown them respectively. However, when the Big Pick voting continues, when the Big Pick voting starts for this year, there won't be a separate category for last year's Big Pick and this year's Big Pick. Oh no. You'll be voting for the new duos as well. So not only will you be voting for Boris and Garfield, Beavis and Butthead, and Buck and Larry, you'll also be voting through these duos as well, for a total of 6 duos. 6 duos! But only one will be crowned new characters for Nostalgic Entertainment. This may make things harder, so you might want to think about your choices. But we'll get there when we get there. So there we go, duos 1, 2, and 3. Let me give you one last recap of the clues. For duo 1, one is labeled as a leader, the other is labeled as a quotation marks heavily sidekick. For duo 2, blanks their game. Which word do you think matches with this? Blanks their game. And for duo 3, they both like black and pink quite a lot. So, that's all of the clues. Thank you all for all of the memories and all the great times I've had here on YouTube. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Nostalgic Entertainment, myself, almost at 500. We're close, but we'll get there eventually. I kind of want to get there soon. Why? Because if I reach 500, I am planning on doing another Q&A. That's right. I'm doing another Q&A, Nostalgic Entertainment, second Q&A if we reach 500 subscribers. There's no deadline to 500. It could take a little while, but once we reach it there, it's time we do it. So yeah, that concludes the special announcement of these duos. I'll see you all some other time, and happy 2-year anniversary to Nostalgic Entertainment. Thanks to everyone who watched, all my friends on social media, and the biggest thanks goes to all my all my all-stars who helped me get to this I can't thank you enough, guys. Thanks for watching, and good night.